Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable. Forbes India, CNBC-TV18 present India Inc. on the Move. Sustainable Manufacturing. Powered by Rockwell Automation.
Get ready to witness a striking occasion as Forbes India and CNBC-TV18 proudly present India Inc. on the Move. Sustainable Manufacturing, the new paradigm for growth, powered by Rockwell Automation. In this extraordinary day-long conclave, we bring together manufacturing visionaries, technology trailblazers, and pioneering innovators alongside key policymakers and stakeholders. Together, they will ignite a transformative dialogue, sharing their insights and strategies to put India on the forefront of sustainable manufacturing. The conclave kicked off with a warm welcome from Dilip Sahni, Managing Director of Rockwell Automation India. With great passion, he guided the room through the remarkable advancements at Rockwell and highlighted the key takeaways awaiting each participant at the conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to welcome each one of you to the India Inc. on the Move event 2023. Coming to this event, India Inc. on the Move 2023, this is a very special year for us. The signages all across, you couldn't have missed. This is Rockwell Automation's 40th year in India, right? 4 decades, we are extremely proud of our legacy, but we are even more excited about the opportunity that the coming decade and beyond hold for us. Why is that? The simple reason for that is our 40th year coincides with the 75th year of India's independence. That was a very nice coincidence, and we are absolutely delighted. We're delighted also that, as we look ahead, India is looking ahead and entering its Amrit Kal, right? Where a host of new opportunities wait for us. And as a key stakeholder in the India industrial growth story, we look forward to playing a meaningful and relevant role here, right? Over the last 4 decades, Rockwell's footprint in India has grown. Just a decade ago, we were under 500 people. When we exit this year, we would have crossed 4,000 people, 4,000 Rockwell employees in India. Every meaningful Rockwell function is well represented here in India. And today, I'm particularly delighted to share with you all that the growing set of capabilities we have in India has resulted into 2 milestone achievements, which we are going to be announcing in the next couple of minutes. First and foremost, the first born in India product. What do I mean by that? The first product that's been fully developed from scratch by Rockwell employees in India is going to be launched very soon, right from this stage. At the same time, also proud to share that our software development centers have also created the first born in India software suite, which will also be introduced today to all of you.
To drive the conclave forward, Satya Ramaiah, head APBC India and site lead Bangalore, Rockwell Automation, took the stage to launch Armor Block from Rockwell Automation and setting the tone for an exciting journey ahead.
So today I'm thrilled to introduce our new product, Armor Block 5000 IOS. It's a new innovation. This is completely, as Dilip said, completely designed and developed in India, but for a global market. And this new product, it's fast, high current, and configurable I/O channels. It's enabled with I/O Link technology, and it is built on next generation I/O platform. So it simplifies smart manufacturing for our customers, for our machine builders. So this product is targeted for many industry verticals, including automotive, logistics, e-commerce, and life sciences as well. This product is a culmination of many months of hard work and dedication by our team of engineers, and also a result of global collaboration with our mentors and experts from Singapore.
Next, we delved into a special session led by Martin Petrick, Business Manager, MES at Rockwell Automation, as he shed light on the latest advancements at Rockwell.
We are going to be talking about sustainable manufacturing, changing manufacturing, and I have the opportunity to basically delve a little bit into how we do that with software and people. We've just seen how Rockwell does that with devices. 40 years of Rockwell in India, very proud of what has been accomplished so far. And I want to re-emphasize how important people in India are for our global business this morning. There are just a few examples of the kinds of things that can be achieved. More is always possible. CPG Suite has rich capabilities. It's based on a proven technology platform, and it can scale into multi-site enterprise manufacturing solutions. It can be deployed rapidly on green and brownfield sites, and it is fundamental to basically improving manufacturing to best in class. What does it do? It enforces correct manufacturing procedures, and by doing that, we improve quality, safety, efficiency, flexibility in manufacturing. And we do that by doing three things in these new products. First of all, they are human-centric. They are designed to meet the needs, to help the people in doing the task that they have to fulfill to manufacture. They are resilient. They keep your production running and your supply chains robust, delivering products reliably as promised. And they are sustainable, making transparent how energy is used, what the carbon footprint looks like in the supply chain. And with that information, you can continuously improve your CO2 footprint, and you can track this throughout the manufacturing supply chain, which will be more and more important in the future.
As the event progressed, the esteemed Dr. Harshdeep Kamble, Principal Secretary of Industries and Mining in Maharashtra, took the center stage to deliver a compelling address on India's equity among emerging economies.
Thank you for inviting me on this very, very good topic actually, which is of great interest to India and of course for Maharashtra. We are talking about India being a super economic power in coming years with the $10 trillion economy target. So by 2030, it's supposed to be $5 trillion economy, and Maharashtra being the manufacturing hub for whole of India, we have set a target of $1 trillion economy for ourselves by 2028. So when we say that Maharashtra wants to be $1 trillion economy, which as of now, today, is $450 billion, so it is a quantum jump of almost doubling our economy. So there are three main sectors which we will have to look into. Maharashtra, as I mentioned, that Maharashtra is one of the manufacturing hub for almost everything. So there are hardly any sectors which are not there in Maharashtra. If you look at Maharashtra's ecosystem, the industrial ecosystem, it has been developed over the number of years. Even before pre-independence, Mumbai had its own importance. Today also it is financial capital of India, and all political dispensations in Maharashtra, they all supported industry. So it has resulted into building a very strong ecosystem. MIDC, as you are aware, is one of the best industrial development corporations of India. Last year, that year ending March 23, Maharashtra is the highest state. Maharashtra is highest when it comes to receiving FDI. So that means there is quite a good opinion about Maharashtra, and then it attracts such a huge investment, including foreign direct investment. Therefore, we call Maharashtra as a magnetic Maharashtra because it attracts everybody. So in manufacturing sector, what we are concentrating, of course, is our traditional strength of steel, textile, pharmaceuticals, and auto. But apart from that, we are also now looking into the new thrust sectors. We talked about how India incorporation is on the move and what would be the equity contributions from other sectors. So we are going towards this newer technology, and also we are looking at different projects which can come up in a trust sector, which would receive more guarantees from subsidies from government. So capex, we see to it that the capex in the new trust sectors, their capex is supplemented with capital subsidies. My short message is that Maharashtra has always been magnetic, and we have such a progressive policy. So I would request you to, take this Maharashtra brand much beyond India. Of course, it is already there in the world, so much beyond India. That's all. With this, I would like to end my session, and thank you very much for inviting me here.
Amidst an atmosphere charged with anticipation, Sri Nitin Gadkari, the Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways, delivered an impactful address, highlighting the vital role of sustainable manufacturing in India's remarkable journey of growth.
India is one of the fastest growing economy in the world, and hence sustainable and climate neutral development is very important for India. India is committed to meet the Paris Climate Agreement, where the efforts are centered to reduce carbon emission by 33 to 35% by 2030. We are committed towards achieving our goal of carbon net zero by 2070, and we are taking steps on a mission mode to achieve the same. According to UNGC, UN Global Compact, 50% of delivery of the global goals are expected to come from the progress made in India. The manufacturing sector contributed around 17% of our GDP and provides employment to around 2 crore people. The sector is estimated to reach $1 trillion, rupees 82 lakh crores by 2030, and contribute close to 25% of economic output. But the traditional manufacturing practices can have served negative impacts on the environment, including greenhouse gas emission, water pollution, and depletion of natural resources. Therefore, it is essential to shift towards sustainable manufacturing practices, which involves designing and manufacturing products using eco-friendly materials and minimizing waste and reducing energy consumption. Government of India has taken a number of initiatives such as Make in India, National Manufacturing Policy, PLI, production-linked incentives, schemes to attract investment in manufacturing sector in India. We support ease of doing business, ecosystem through digital platform, simple tax regime, and single window services. The key challenge today for Indian industry is evolve and become technology-driven with a focus on sustainable growth. Our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji has proposed the idea of mission lifestyle of environment, wherein our action are centered towards minimum or zero carbon footprints.
Forbes India, CNBC-TV18 present India Inc. on the Move, Sustainable Manufacturing, powered by Rockwell Automation. Forbes India, CNBC-TV18 present India Inc. on the Move, Sustainable Manufacturing, powered by Rockwell Automation.
Moderated by CNBC-TV18's Parikshit Luthra, industry experts and thought leaders delved into the realm of sustainable manufacturing through an engaging panel discussion to explore the transformative power of cutting-edge technologies.
Veena, if I may begin with you, Rockwell has been engaging with Indian companies. Smart manufacturing has been the focus. You've recently come out with a report. Give us a sense of your journey in India, your priorities towards smart manufacturing and sustainable manufacturing at present.
Sure. Well, thank you for the opportunity. So, maybe I'll just talk about the state of smart manufacturing. We recently completed our 8th State of Smart Manufacturing Global Report. And I guess the headline will be that India comes out on top in terms of leading in many areas. Another thing that I would also share with you is that 35% of their operating budget of the manufacturers in India was being spent on investment in technology, whereas the global mean was 23%.
Thank you for those opening remarks. Mr. Shishir, if I may open this up to you now. Taking a cue from what Veena was talking about, concerns around the extent of penetration of smart manufacturing solutions. Realistically speaking, how much are Indian industries seriously working towards more innovative solutions, more cost-effective solutions, more digitization in order to ensure higher productivity, more cost-effectiveness, and also working sustainably?
I think the question that we need to pose as industry practitioners for us is what's the problem we're trying to solve? Is it that I want to become more cost competitive? Is this that I become more productive? Is this that I want to cut my cycle times? What's the problem that I'm trying to solve? And this starts from our customers essentially giving us the feedback saying what they expect from us. Today's expectation from a corporate is very, very different. It's no longer just about making profit and distributing dividends. I think the whole dimension of sustainability is forcing leaderships to think not only within their boundaries differently, but even beyond their boundaries differently in terms of how do they organize their supply chain, what do they do on the demand side of the equation, how do they do operations within, not only what we do, but how we do, and that's becoming very important.
Mr. Zarir Langrana, if I can come to you, give us a sense of the goals across businesses to attain those goals when it comes to sustainability, digitization, and smart manufacturing.
We need to put a stake in the ground, which means not just announce goals internally, but announce goals to the larger public. Once you have that in place, you'll find yourself relentlessly pursuing those because you're then held accountable, right? You've made a statement, whether that's a goal that you've announced through a science-based target initiative, whether it's through ESG reporting, whether it's through integrated reporting. I think those goals, once they're set, you then start working towards those.
Arupendra, if I can get you in at this stage, what kind of sustainable solutions can companies integrate in their manufacturing operations to enhance productivity?
From our work, we see that there are 5 areas where the sustainability imperatives are clear in terms of the technologies, even technologies which do not exist today. The first lever that we see is energy efficiency, and energy efficiency also in the supply chain and the MSMEs. The second that we see is fuel switching and electrification. How we can move away from fossil fuels and make many of the processes, manufacturing processes, electrify, and then power those electrification with renewables. The third that we see is definitely a deep decarbonization. The fourth area that we look at is green hydrogen, and how the production and the distribution of green hydrogen to the to not just the brownfield manufacturing industry, but also to the greenfield, how that can be made available. And the last is on circularity, demand optimization and circularity. And all this put together, we believe that these forms the 5 foundations.
Before we came here, Prateek, we were talking about possible use cases to solve problems that we all see today, be it agriculture. Look at where what happens in Vidarbha every year, lack of rainfall. So when we want to solve present-day problems, where can 5G come in to solve those present-day problems related to environment, related to climate?
We've actually deployed this in Vidarbha, in Gujarat, a 5G sensor, a small sensor, which is actually fully sustainable in the sense that it gets power from a solar pole. And it measures the soil moisture for a 2-acre area at a cost of about few hundred of rupees. running cost of few hundred of rupees. It manages a 2-acre area in terms of precision irrigation.
Veena, if I can begin with you, how would you like to sum up your thoughts today?
You know, I've been very excited and encouraged about everything I've heard up until this point this morning. You know, I've been able to engage in business activities in India for over 20 years. And, you know, this whole concept of the time is now, there's nothing in the future. The time is exactly now for India to fast forward and take the pole position globally. And so I'm thrilled that we can be part of it with technology partners, with customers.
Thanks, Veena. And Prateek, when it comes to driving operational efficiency, 5G can be a solution provider there. Anything that you'd like to leave our audience with?
Often we think some of these work at cross purposes. Smart may not be equal to human-centric. Human-centric may not be equal to sustainable. I believe smart manufacturing is equal to human-centric manufacturing is equal to sustainable manufacturing. And I think these three pillars work beautifully in unison to drive a higher productive, more responsible manufacturing organization. And I think we believe there's a recipe out there to make this happen.
A great line to end our panel discussion with. But ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to all our panelists for those wonderful thoughts, giving us so much to think about. Thanks once again to all of you for joining us here.
India Inc. has embarked on the journey to sustainability. Some people are ahead, some people are a little bit behind. Many more people need to join the cause. Events like this help in making that happen. But even the organizations that have been practicing sustainability for 15 years or 20 years, as the case may be, there is a lot each of us needs to do as well. And events like this just keeps the whole thing going, keeps the process rolling and gives us a sense of purpose.
Key trends really focused around not just increasing productivity, but also about decarbonization, about driving circularity in industry, and about preserving natural resources and biodiversity.
With that, we bring the first segment of the Forbes India and CNBC-TV18 present India Inc. on the Move Conclave, powered by Rockwell Automation, to a close. Stay tuned for the upcoming episode, where we will embark on an extensive exploration of sustainable manufacturing in India through enriching panel discussions and gain valuable insights from industry leaders as we collectively strive to shape a sustainable future for the manufacturing sector.
Forbes India, CNBC-TV18 present India Inc. on the Move, Sustainable Manufacturing, powered by Rockwell Automation. Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.